what we're looking to do is make Ron DeSantis, the best Ron DeSantis he can be. We want him to fix this problem. There's a link that you can tap on. It's not a very long interview. It's on the Florida channel. Really not supposed to put it up, but we're going to do it anyway because we're in desperation here. And what he's going to tell you is the history of the unemployment system here and how it was set up by Rick Scott to not give unemployment. And he's pleading with our current governor, Ron DeSantis, to just give unemployment to that whole million people. You know, when you're giving away $40 million at a time to universities that are supposed to be teaching ethics to us, like Harvard Law, if few people get money that don't deserve it, we'll figure that out later. But right now, we don't need 1 million people on the street. What we definitely don't need is our governor saying everybody's got a check when it's just pure BS. What he's done is he's taken and improved Disney, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens. He's taken the rest and pushed them on the federal government. Guess what? To another website that doesn't frickin' work. When you try to sign up, it locks up and freezes and doesn't let you move forward. Another big lie, IRS kept telling us, Trump kept telling us you'd be able to input your banking information to them. I mean, I'm so sick of this crap. They could never, ever do that because if they could, people would be stealing everybody else's income tax checks. The only time you can input checking information on the IRS website is if you're a non-filer, which actually has worked for some people. Some of the people that we talked to on the phone actually had gotten checks that have never filed for income tax or haven't filed the past 2 years. You know, we've had the same checking information for 16 years. We've got tons and tons of refunds. We file our taxes every year. We do, our 1099s. We're on Obamacare. They make us prove our income continuously. We have check stubs showing year to date how much we've made for every single week of the past 10 years. It's so ridiculous right now for people not to be getting these stimulus checks. Here's a little poke at you, Donald Trump. Barack Obama got a $600 stimulus checks in a couple of days, everything out within 2 weeks. Why has it been over 2 months and nobody's got nothing? You are a great president, a great leader here. It could be, that Mnuchin is walking you off the end of a cliff, you and DeSantis. Because when all these people hit the street, it's coming right back on you, and it's coming back on people like our Governor DeSantis. I mean, I am so sick of this. We've spent whole days with one of our phones off the hook, going to IRS, going to unemployment, going to the governor's, numbers. I mean, nobody even answers the phone, and when they do, they hang up on you or tell you they can't help you. I mean, by the way, video to the senator's site. He's going to tell about these people and what's been happening on the phone lines. He's going to tell about his constituents and how some are actually saying they're going to commit suicide. I mean, this is our top senator here in the state of Florida. I mean, somebody you can trust. If you don't trust me, listen to him. I'm going to post more links to more of our congressmen and senators that are fighting the governor tooth and nail to get us money. I mean, this can't go on. I mean, this is like, I can't even imagine the consequences of this many people going homeless. What we're going to ask you to do is we've got a GoFundMe site. I've got a social media site up there, and it's ready to sign up about 300,000 people. As soon as I get some money, I'm going to move it to an enterprise solution. There's a few things on this site that weren't quite ready, but I figured I'd leave it with everything up there. It's got dating. We're going to pull that off. It's got sign up as a musician. We're going to pull that off. It does everything that Facebook does and more, actually. We're going to pull some of them things off. We don't need them. But you can do blogs. You can create groups of like-minded people. You can create committees, and you can actually help us. I'm Pete Greenwood. I'm right there at the top of the site featured with my wife. You can tell me all the things the website needs, and I'm going to make changes just as quickly as I can. I'm going to do the next big jump with the site, and I'm not going to do the little changes until I do that, because we spent every dime we had in the whole world. I mean, we've had to go without eating to get this up there, and I'm really not kidding you. We didn't have food stamps. We went without food to go ahead and incorporate this nonprofit and get our federal tax IDs and get all the certificates that we needed. And we went ahead and got the website up there, and it is a full tilt social media site ready for 300,000 people. As soon as I get a little bit of money, we'll move to an enterprise solution on the cloud where we could have up to 3 or 4 million people. I am going to open up another site, other sites, 49 of them, just like this one, all tailored to the other 49 states, because I know this isn't the only state with these problems. And basically, if my first goal is going to be to sign up, the almost 40 million people have signed up for unemployment, find out who's gotten a stimulus, who hasn't, see what we have to do to help these people get that, whether it's class action lawsuits, suing the government, just asking them nicely, who knows. I would rather work with these guys than destroy them. But if it gets to the point where we have 40 million people on this site, we will have the power to go ahead and recall senators, congressmen, and even governors. And that's not my first choice. And that's not a choice I'll ever make by myself. It's going to be a choice of the people. This website, I'm going to be putting on people that are better than I am at communicating. I hope to take this case to Washington. I want to petition some of the senators and lobby them to make changes. But I mean, I want to talk to, by the way, I need to talk to a bunch of people here. If you have, I want you guys to all post this out for me. That would be the best thing in the world. Put it on any groups you're on, like on Facebook. But if you can send this into the news media, like Channel 6 or 2, that would help a great deal. I want to talk to Bernie Sanders. Anybody's got a direct line to the Sanders organization or to Barry Sanders, I want to talk to him and understand it. He said we need to start a movement, and he might have a lot of things that can help us. I'm not going to say that I'm for one political candidate or another, even one party or the other right now. Right now, we need help from either party. It should be a bipartisan solution. And if it has to be, maybe we need to have our own party. That's why one of the reasons I started this too. We are the Freedom Party right now, and it's going to be your party. What I think doesn't matter. It's going to be what all of you think. And when you're polled and we decide to make a decision and we decide to move on something, whether it's a candidate for a senator or a candidate for a governor or even the presidential candidate, which we still have time for, by the way. Right now it doesn't seem like we have some really good choices in front of us. So, I mean, if you guys can get signed up, I really need a profile picture. Taking your profile picture from Facebook is the easy ways to do that. And basically, the more people signed up, the more power we got. I need donations at GoFundMe, but I know a lot of you don't have money. A lot of you, if you can help me with some ads on Facebook, I mean, I want to put a lot of people on the payroll pretty quickly. As we get money in here, I need so many people. I need web designers, and I need PHP programmers, and I need people that are lobbyists, and I need people that can do neat little ads for Facebook and so forth. And I'm going to need a lot of people that are covering a lot of ground on keeping what's going on with the government, local governments in your state, in my state, federally. I mean, we have to take and get together and be one voice on this. This is putting a voice. Right now, we don't have a voice in government. I don't have a voice. You don't have a voice. The only people that have a voice is Goldman Sachs and Boeing and billionaires, and that's why things are so messed up right now. We need to have our own voice in government, and a voice that's powerful is more than just a voice in their ear. It's a voice that could pull them out of their damn comfortable chairs and yank them out and put somebody else in their office. I mean, we have no power in the United States right now. I'm always hearing that nobody ever does anything. Well, I took my last dime in the world to do something, and this could grow into a nationwide movement. If we only helped the state of Florida, that would be fantastic. If we could save 50,000 people from being homeless, that would be fantastic. If we could save one person from committing suicide, that would be fantastic. I mean, please post this up at your groups. Post this up to your friends. Ask them to post it. This isn't about me. It's not about my family. It's about all the families. And hopefully we can take this nationwide. If you're hearing this in your other states, sign up. As the new groups go up, your membership will automatically go to those states. I mean, there's big organizations that raise millions and millions of dollars, and I probably can't get to those until I have 10 or 15,000 people on board. But I think we're going to get them. And if I can get some news media time, local news first, then national. I'd love to be on Meet the Press, Face the Nation, all these different programs. Matter of fact, would be fantastic. We will raise millions of dollars, and we will have professional TV ads shot for membership drives. I mean, we could wind up with 100 million people on this, 1/3 of the 300 million people that live in the United States. We would suddenly have the power to elect a president or a senator or a congressman or a governor. And until we have that power, It's going to be rich people dictating what we can do, handing out gig jobs and subcontractor jobs and self-employed jobs that you can work 80 hours in a week and not make any overtime or even minimum wage. I mean, this is so ridiculous and so serious at this point, and it's going to grow a lot larger. I'm not looking to run this forever or anything else. More people are going to come in, people that,